Hello guys, how are you? So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can talk to your Indian supplier and your Chinese supplier.
Hello guys, so let's start the presentation. So how to talk to your Chinese and Indian supplier. Now after you finish this video, this training, you would know my exact process that will make you a pro in sourcing. Obviously after you finish this training, you will be a pro in sourcing and you could go and find your own products from either India or China and you would know exactly how to talk to them, at which point you have to negotiate, and you have to know the exact steps. You'll know those after you finish this training. Now, talking to Chinese supplier, first of all, you will start by shorting out 6 to 7 suppliers and send them initial email with all the details that you need. So I am assuming since you are here to know how to talk to your Chinese supplier and Indian supplier, you must have already finished your product research and you have already one product in mind that you are looking for the suppliers. Now, when you have that one product in your mind and you're looking for suppliers, now you will send email. You'll go to Alibaba and shortlist 6 to 7 suppliers that are selling same kind of product. Then go to the contact supplier button and send them emails. Now, what email you have to send? I will be exactly showing you that what you are going to say and what you are going to avoid at any cost. So you have to send that email to 6 to 7 suppliers. Now later we will take our conversation to WeChat from the best shorted supplier. So after you send these 6 to 7 suppliers the email, they will reply, and based on their reply, you have to short 2 to 3 or 4 suppliers that gave the best reply to you, and then you have to take the conversation from Alibaba Messenger or email to WeChat. Okay. Now, for WeChat, obviously, if you do not have an existing account, you cannot create a new account unless you have a friend who already have WeChat. Because if your friend has WeChat, then he can invite you with that QR code and all. Then you can log in and create a new account. Otherwise, it is hard to create a new account. There are a few things to avoid in the first initial conversation. When you're first talking to a supplier, you're just letting know each other, like what they are doing in terms of their work and all. Once you started the conversation, there are a few things that you have to avoid at any cost. Do not send them bulky messages, big block of paragraph of message, because they have a issue reading big chunk of English. So when you send them any text or anything, just divide that in small 1 line or 2 line text, then send it to them. It is best for them to understand and get reply. Try to send image to them that will represent what you are trying to get. Suppose you have this. Suppose we have this book and you want this reach dad to be printed this part, so just mark it with a pen or something like that with a your marker in the app that you get. Then show them exactly by a picture that what and where you want to get it, exactly representing everything in image will solve a lot of problem and they will understand it better. Suppose you want a big one, not a small one. Show them exactly what you want by showing examples of images and that kind of thing. That will solve you a lot of time and save you a lot of time and solve a lot of problems. Never negotiate before ordering samples. So before ordering samples, never negotiate with them. That will simply tell them a negative sign that okay, you are mature in this, and that will really signal a harsh relationship they're looking forward. When you're starting a business relation, this type of thing, do not negotiate before ordering sample. That they will think okay, these are just simple kind of guy that trying to get few units from us, and will obviously not give you good rates. Now let's check out the template that I was talking about, the email that you have to send, what exactly you have to write. So this is the exact template email that you have to send. You have to simply copy paste and send it. Dear the supplier name. Now you must have noticed about Chinese supplier. What happens is, suppose this is a name, this Lucia Tang. So their first name is this Tang, and Lucia is their last name. They write it this way. So you can write that way, the whole name here. My name is Sammy. Your company name will be here. I am the purchase manager at your company name. Okay. We are brand focused on kitchen accessories, your category, whatever you will be, you will write it here. We are interested in one of the product that you produce. It's your product name of you will get the product name and the Alibaba page link so that it will be easier for them to understand. Now I have also attached the product image for your reference. Also attach product images so that they will understand it more better and it will save you a lot of time. Could you please send me quotation with the FOB prices at 100 units, 500 units, 1000 units, 3000 units? Now, do not send them a lot of questions in the first email. Only ask. This will give us straight prices. They generally send prices, their quotation in an Excel sheet with the company name and all. We will come to that later. What is the lead time? So with all this quantity, they will also tell that what is the lead time. So they will know by this email that okay, you are professional, you are straight to the point. You want the quotation and all. They will file a quotation and give it to you. I'm looking forward to your answer based regard. Your name will be here. Now this is a short email because we don't want them to overwhelm and go in Google Translate English to Chinese and reply and all those kind of things. Now, this thing, questions for later during chat with selected supplier. Do not ask this first in the first email. We will not. You will not get all answers. Okay. Do not ask this in the first email. Never ask this. How many units are in one box? These are questions that you will ask in later stage during conversation in WeChat. What are the dimension of each unit in the packaging? What is the weight of each unit in this packaging? What are the dimension of each box? What is the weight of each box? Do you offer custom packaging? What are the cost of change of packaging? We would like to use our own freight forwarder. Could you please quote the products in X warehouse as well? Could you please send me all certificates of that you have for that product? Which payment method do you use? What is the payment terms? Make sure to write each sentence with a space gap. It will be easier for them to break the meaning. Oh, it is just tips for you. Okay. So these are things that you have to make sure you do not ask in the first email. So this is a template. The link to this template will be in the description. You can download it from there. Okay. Now back to the presentation. So you have seen the template that I use, and you can download it from the description. Now process after getting the samples. So obviously after you talk to the supplier, then you will get the samples. Do not negotiate on sample price. It is very little thing. Okay, a very bad signal will go in their mind that okay, you are negotiating simple $1-2. Do not do that. Simply they won't charge sample cost. They will charge just the shipping cost. So after you get that, send the emails and all, get the prices, get the samples, get a production samples of at least two suppliers. Try to get samples from at least two suppliers. I generally get it from 2 to 3 suppliers. You can use a sample consolidator. Now, what that consolidator does is it takes sample from 2, 3 different suppliers. It puts all those in one box and deliver to your house. Now, how will you find those consolidator? If you just go to fiber.com, then you will see sample consolidator. You can just type in Chinese freight forwarder. Simply type that and you will get sample consolidator, or simply type sample, Chinese sample or China sample. Then you will get a lot of results that will tell I will consolidate all your samples. That will be there. They will charge minimal $5 to $10 and they will do it for you. Okay. You can use your Aadhaar card only to get samples. Make sure the delivery address and Aadhaar card address are same. So for samples, it is not mandatory you have to get the IC. You can get it on your Aadhaar card. Obviously, if you get it in Aadhaar card, your custom duty, if it imposes on the product, then it will be 50% or more. If it is on IC, it will be the normal charge of the product. And if you give IC, there's a like mandatory that you will get the custom duty charged. But if you do not give the IC, it may happen that the custom duty feels that it is as a gift or as a sample, and they don't charge a custom duty on it. So IC is best way, obviously, to avoid any delays in custom clearance. It may stuck there without IC or and all. Okay, if everything is not proper, it is best to get it in IC. Still, Aadhaar card is also preferable. Now, how to negotiate with the product prices? But before that, so before you negotiate with the product prices, you have to know the difference between what you are talking to and whom you are talking to, whether it is a trading company or a manufacturer. Now, why am I talking about a trading company and manufacturer? Obviously, if it is a manufacturer, suppose you're looking for a steel product and you're going to a plastic manufacturer. that only works with plastic product. If it a manufacturer, it will work with plastic molds and all kind of plastic stuff. And it's very hard that they will also do the steel work because they have to get new machineries and everything. So you cannot find a steel product from a plastic manufacturer, obviously. So you have to know what is their niche and in which product line exactly they deal with. Now, if it is a trading company, you can. It's highly likely that you will get the both product, plastic product as well as steel products from same manufacturer, same trading company. But the charges will be little bit higher if you are getting the same product from a manufacturer. The price will be a little bit lower. But if you get the same product from a trading company, the price may be a little bit higher because they have some middle parts like middle charges and all. Now, for identifying whether it is a manufacturer or a trading company, you have to know this, and you have to know whether they are truly saying that okay, they are manufacturer or trading company, or not lying to you simply. So every Chinese factory's name, when you see it, there will be few things. So this is the name of a factory. Okay, let me just show it to you. If I just go to alibaba.com, let me just show it to you. If I just go to alibaba.com, now here you see these are the product factory name. These are the 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 factory name. So this is also a factory name. Now here, how will you identify? So I will break it down. Okay. So these names are always broken down in these types. Okay. So this first thing, this first part is generally their registration location, where they are located and all. The second part is a company name. The third part is the main product line they are working with. So they are mainly focused on purification kind of products. And then this is a corporation type, whether it is a cooperative company or a private limited or a company limited or corporate. What is the corporation type? That is here. Now, how to negotiate with the suppliers? So when you're talking to the suppliers, you will first obviously send them email, and when you send the first email, you will get quotations. Now, when you get quotations, you will get quotation from obviously maximum of those 3 to 5 suppliers. If you're sending to 7, you will get 3 to 5 replies with the quotation. Now, when they send quotation, they will generally send in Excel sheet. I'll show you example. Let me just show it to you. I'll try to download one. Okay. Okay, here is a quotation. So their quotation always looks like this. Okay, they have the company name, address, the quotation sheet, the prices, and all. Okay, there this so you have to make sure you get the quotation from at least 3 to 5 suppliers, because now you have to decide obviously when you're going to negotiate. You have to decide what is the range of price that you're going to tell. Suppose they have given you $5. Now you have to counter that with a price, right? Now how would you know what price you have to tell? Obviously you don't want to look immature in front of them. Suppose they gave you $5, if you tell them $1, you will look immature obviously. So you have to know what other factories are dealing with, other prices, and you can come up with the average price based on that. And when you got a price, suppose one factory is giving you $3, another factory is giving you $5. You can try with that $3 first, because you can see if that factory's price is $5 and here he is giving you $3. You can obviously negotiate a little bit lower, like 2.8, 2.7, something like that. Obviously, the range will not be that much high. If one is giving $5, other should give you 4.3 or 4.8, something like that. You can come up with a normal dollar range, like normal price in the dollar range. Okay, like you can ask them for dollar, $3.8, something like that. Now, if they don't agree to that price, what you can do is you can just take this sheet, you can just erase this name, take a blur, okay, just take a screenshot of this page, then blur this name and all, and this price, change it the price first from if you want it to be $3, change it to 3.2 or something like that, and give it to them. Then they will see, okay, this factory is obviously a genuine sheet and they have given $3.2, and if I don't give them this price or a little bit closer to this price, this new seller, a new customer can go away. So they will obviously give you that price, maximum of the cases. So now you have taken the price that you want to ask them. Now, the salesperson that you're talking to, the supplier, they will always have the particular salesperson. Every salesperson, they will generally have a 3% discount on their hand, for which they do not have to ask their manufacturer, their boss, or something. So that discount you can easily get. Now, the next option to validate the price is go to 1688.com. Now, let me show you. So this is 1688.com. All are in Chinese. So first, when you load this page, make sure you translate to English by using Google Chrome. Okay. Now you can simply search the keyword of the product. Okay, and then you can. What you can do is you can come to Google and you can do Google Translate and choose English. Okay, so it will be changed. So let's do. So you can just enter the keyword, then copy the Chinese text, go to their page, the 1688.com page, and search it here. Now here it is showing all the RMB. These are in RMB. Now you have to obviously go and translate 32 RMB, 32 RMB or Chinese yuan. Okay, 32 RMB to USD. It is close to $4.94. That is how you will get a quick idea on the prices and all. Okay. So that now, why do you need the prices? Because you have to negotiate further. When you have a clear idea on what is the real price, then you can negotiate further with them. Okay. Now I will tell you one story about one of my product. So one of my product, I ordered almost 700 units from a manufacturer, and out of which 60 of them was completely damaged. Though I have checked few of them, I have also taken videos and all. I have asked them to send me photos and all. And sometimes because hiring the person that will check uh, whether it is good or not, okay, the inspection company, it may be a little bit expensive. So I decided to just take pictures and photos and videos. I do this 3 feet drop test where I ask them to take the box and throw it from 3 feet and see whether the box is damaging or not. But what happened was the product was a welded product that have welding joints, and the product 60 of them was completely damaged. Now that happened. Then in the second order, they decided to reimburse the whole quantity of 60 units with the second order. Now I placed the second order with them, and uh, the same kind of thing happened. Okay, another issue happened, and then for the next issue, I have to claim a trade assurance order. Now, obviously, trade assurance order is a little bit complex, but you can get it very easily. So that you can get from Alibaba, obviously. Now, how to get the cheapest rates guaranteed? Now, if you stay till the end of this video, at the end, I am going to show you how you can get as low as 50 quantities, 50 pieces. The MOQ will be 50 pieces of a product with the guaranteed cheapest shipping rate and landing cost. Your product landing cost will be the cheapest. We can guarantee it that. Now, how to source? Now, we have talked about Chinese products, how to source from China, how to talk to them, how to negotiate a lot. Now, we will go and look at how to source from India. Now, obviously, in India, you can get like 40 to 50% of the products that you're looking for. You can get it from India. The rest, you have to go in China, obviously. Now, my sourcing team does all my sourcing from India, from Indiamart, Trade India, and offline. We do normal factory visits and all. Okay. So, how to contact Indian suppliers? Now, the best way to contact Indian suppliers is by going to Indiamart. So you can come to Indiamart and look for any products. The same search engines operates like the same way. You can search a products here. Okay, you can search a product here, and it will show you the prices and all. So for Indiamart, you have to contact them through the button. You have to call them. You cannot send them email because you won't get any replies, obviously. So you have to obviously say call them and then you will get replies. Okay. You can also sort supplier based on your location as well. Now, at the end part of this video, I'm going to show you how to get any product you want all automated way, because it is a lot of complex dealing with suppliers, talking to them, negotiating with them. It is very complex, obviously. I'm going to show you all automated way. You don't have to call them or wait for their emails. And with all this, still get the product at the cheapest cost that you cannot get anywhere else. Now, you can't email them for the Indian suppliers that we are talking about. You cannot email them, obviously. As I have said, you have to go on a call and take the rates in calls and in WhatsApp. Those two are the best platforms. First, you have to get in a call, then they will send the quotation in WhatsApp and then deal with those. But you must ask me, how do we pay to make sure that they are not a fraud or anything? If you pay to them, if they're not going to run away or a fraud company, how do you know? Obviously you can trust the Chinese supplier but not Indian, right? It's a complete bad thing for us as an Indian, but it's what it is, right? So for that I am going to show you few things. Okay, now let me show you first a sample invoice, then you will understand it better. So why a sample invoice is basically, yeah, when you're talking to a supplier and you're finalized with anything, then you want to ask them to send a GST invoice. A GST invoice where they will have their company name, the GST number, the invoice name and all, and then the bank details where you have to transfer and all. When you get the GST number and the bank details, obviously the bank details, bank name and all should match with the GST name, right? The GST legal name that they're using. After you get the GST name number, then you have to validate it further to validate the genuinity. So you have to go to this gst.gov.in GST portal, take the GST number and come to this one, search taxpayer. So now you have to click on this search by GSTIN and UIN. Okay, you have to search this. So then when you click on the search taxpayer, this option should be there. Enter the taxpayer GST number here. So enter the taxpayer GST number here. Okay. Now it will show what is the trade name and all and everything. Okay, where they're located, principal business and all. Now next thing that you have to check, because they might get the GST number but not operating their business and they are just simply taking your money. How to validate that is basically just coming to this show filing table. It will show what was the last GST return that they filed. So here you can see May is filed, April is filed. So it is up to date. So it is up to date. So if it is up to date, that means they are obviously a genuine supplier. And that is where you validate an Indian supplier. Okay. So let's just quickly do a revise. So how to validate an Indian supplier? Take the GST number and do a taxpayer search. Check status of the last GST return filing. After checking, you can definitely do a NEFT to them, to their bank account. Now I know it's very hard and difficult. It's obviously a time-consuming part to find out supplier through Alibaba or Indiamart, and then validating whether they are genuine or not. Even it's freaking hard to talk to the Chinese supplier because of the language barrier, right? And you don't even know if they will send you a bad damaged product to you or not, like what happened to me. And I also know it's very hard and difficult. And if you are working with Indian supplier, then first of all, it's damn hard to find the exact product you're looking for, because it may happen that they are not existing, like not present in Indian market at all. As Indiamart and Trade India only has 40% of the products that you're looking for, only 40%. And obviously, it's hard to go and look for products offline, visit their factory, talk to them, find the manufacturer where they are existed, because maximum are not online. It's very hard. And also, it's very hard. And importing the products and shipping through sea, it's disaster. Certification and all, what documents is required, how much is the custom duty, and obviously it's hard to go and look for products offline. So what if I show you a solution to all this, where everything from finding a supplier to talking to them, validating them, negotiating, shipping, all is automated? You don't even have to step out of your home. Or what if we give you an automated solution to find products from supplier? You don't have to worry about custom duty or sending payment to your Indian supplier, validating their genuinity. You don't have to negotiate by going constantly back and forth with them. Now, how this is going to happen? Obviously, this is a very good offer I'm keeping in front of you, but how this is going to happen? So you give us your product details to my sourcing team, your product details, the images and all to my sourcing team. We go and find products either from China or from India. And within 24 hours, we will share what will be your product's landing cost delivered to you. What is your product's final price per product price? The price that we will give you will include all the charges like custom duty, shipping, GST, all pre-calculated in it. It's not like we will tell you 100 rupees plus whatever the custom duty will be plus whatever the GST will be. It's everything included. Will give you a landing cost. What is the product cost? So you don't have to worry about custom duty, how much it will be. So how can you book our service? So for booking our service, you have to pay us 499 rupees, which is refundable when you place our order. When you place order with us, the amount will be refunded, adjusted from your order value. Now the link will be in the description to book our service. You can pay 499 to book our service. Message us the receipt of the payment successful message, payment received on our WhatsApp 7908059508 or email us at connectwithsammyakhtar@gmail.com, or all the details are already provided in that page also. Schedule a call with our team and begin the process of sourcing. Now our container now arrives every 20 days, so there is no more delays regarding shipping time. So this is the offer that I am giving it to you for sourcing and automating the whole process. And we are guaranteed to give you the base cheapest product price. You can just check it from any other suppliers. Okay, the product price that we are going to give is guaranteed to be the cheapest, because the way we have partnered with other shipping companies, we are getting the cheapest shipping rate, cheapest everything. So that's it, guys. The payment link, the link to the contacting us and for booking our service is in description. First book our service, then message us, and we will continue the process.